down to 1 gig and it goes immediately back down to 0 again. Yeah. Came back to the hotel, walking back to the hotel, and then I just I followed my rooms, and then I like put my phone on charge, and then like I think 5 to 10 minutes later they all come into my room, turn the red light, that lives over there, meeting ref, put a phone out, filmed, because they were expecting me and then in the room, and I was like, psych. And then I go to bed, like after I go to church for a bit, and yeah, I was just watching like true crime videos, and then Becky comes in and like literally just walks to her side of the bed, picks up the phone and I text her, and then I was like, oh, it's recording now. Stop.
Morning. Who's commentating here?
You are.
Oh, yeah. I thought it might be my French colleague.
Unless you don't want to.
Right now. I get very involved with other 19 boys. So I must
Yeah, no swearing again.
manage myself, but it's just a slip. Well, actually, I'm not on commentary, I'm on security.
I'll start on it, just in case I'm well, that really.
Good morning, goeiemorgen. It's Hein Engelbrecht here live from the Ponds Forge pool in Sheffield. This is game number 147. The game just before this, New Zealand played against Spain, 2-2 halftime, 4-2, 4-3, and then the gates opened and New Zealand won 7-3 in the under 19 men league. So the competition is wide open, and the last day of the round robin before the playoff starts, so now is the time to get your position up with South Africa and the French team. The French team, I think, are lying second, and South Africa are third on the log. Matthew Bester, number 2, 3, Hendrik Venter, 4, Ethan Martin, 5, Josh McKenna, 7, Max Lawrence, 8, Martinus van Renen, 10, The captain, Liam Elfrink. 11, Ethan de Villiers. 12, Dan Klinger. 13, the vice captain, Chris Swanevelder. The French, number 1, Marine, and 2, Robin. 3, Machot. 4, Luc. 5, Romain. 6, Francois. 7, Morika. 8, Talbot. 9, Corentin. 10, Alexis. 11, Juliman. 13, Florine. South Africa bringing 10 players to this tournament, and the French bringing 12, having the privilege of 12 players. South Africa will be playing white. You can see them there on the far side of the pool, black, on the far side of the pool underneath the South African flag. We've got 8 seconds to go, and this is a must-win for both teams. Coaches in the water, Henry and Elrich, are all excited, and off we go to the start of this game. And we have the kickoff, equally contested, picked up by the French. Christian Swanevelder trying to open it up, stolen by the French number 10 player there. Well done to the French guys. As we have play moving to the far side of the pool, South Africa under pressure early in the game. A lot of pressure there on Martinez. French picking it up. Looks like it's a hard drive into the goal face area. And South Africa conceding a goal so early. Again, infringement called against the French, saved by the ref. Thank you very much to our referee. Well, that's a lot of pressure on South Africa there. Nobody down. Christian Swanevelder losing the puck, and nobody there to fall in behind him. And South Africa have the advantage here, right in front of the goal area, about 6 meters out in the middle of the pool. Picked up by the South African forward, flicked out wide. A lot of pressure on the South Africans. Liam prominent in that move there. Just stole it off his stick there. Martin is coming in the back with his highly pressured play. Just flicked away there off the South African stick, opening it up. Good play by the French. Good big flicks. Let's see if we can get some speed going with support on the inside. Good play there by South Africa. Picked up by Liam. Get support in, guys. Number 3 coming in there for South Africa, Ethan Martin. And out to the far side. Let's see if I can get the camera right. Infringement called, stoppage and play. And I'm all alone here in the commentating box, so please excuse me. I've got to get the cameras right. Right, down we go. As we have start off play, South Africa just not getting momentum going, as they had a good drive there. And the French players down again, putting extreme pressure on the South African team. Trying to pick it up, trying to bring it out. And a good pick up there. And the French, unfortunately for South Africa, not be able to keep them out. So it's 1-0 this time for the French. Goal awarded with 3 minutes gone in the first half. South African team, are they getting a warning there from the water ref? No, can't pick it up. I see something from the chief ref there indicated that it's a warning to the French team. Well done. And refs are ready. Puck is placed in the middle of the pool, and South Africa need to play in the French half. Off we go. Let's see who gets the strike here. Picked up by the French. Small little flick and chase into open play. And a hard drive by the South Africans. Come on, South Africa. Don't wait for the opportunity to come. You must make the opportunities. And picked up by the French player. Getting his wing into open play. And a good flick and chase there. Somebody on the outside, if you can just pick him up. Good play there. Come on, Christian. And let's see if we can get South Africa player still going. Yes, get it going. Good defense there. Just a small little late to capitalize that excellent position South Africa were in. Good little jinx, and go boys. Unfortunately, a stoppage called in play. Stick infringement against the French player. Oh, against the African player. Oh no. Okay. Right, so South Africa asked to sit out after that big drive, just a bit slow there to follow up. And let's see who sits on the side there as French get the puck. Off they go to the far side of the pool underneath the substitution box. And Max Lawrence asked to sit on the side for a minute with a stick infringement. Daniel Klinger getting his body into position. Come on, Daniel, start swimming, stay down. And off they go, picked up by Chris again. Let's see if we can get the puck out. A lot of pressure here on the French defense line as Chris swims hard on the far side. Support just a little bit slow there as you're adjusting the camera with a good play here by Liam Elfring, the captain. Hard swim. Let's see if he can get past this player. Picked up by the French defenders. Liam still down, waiting for support. Good drive there from South Africa, from Christian Swaneveldt, flicked into the open play area. And the French players, good defense though by the French. And let's see what the call is from the ref. Stoppage and play, penalty. Called with 9 minutes 52 seconds left in the first half. Max still on the side there, penalty called. And a lot of nerve-breaking moments there for South Africa. South Africa down 1-0. And just get the camera down to the bottom. South Africa, just to let's see what they're going to do here. Probably just a small little jinx and into the goal box. Well played, South Africa. What's that now? Oh no. It's again this ref in the corner here. I can tell you now, the guy from America, definitely. You know. Come on, South Africa. We need your prayers now. Okay, but that was so easy, man. If we can show that in slow motion, that will also help. But anyway, the refs make the final call. Information transferred to the lady on deck. Big long time out here, very important in this highly contested game. Thank you very much. Game goal awarded. Right, so South Africa 1-1. And I think it was Liam and Christian taking that penalty. Right, so play to start with 9.5 minutes to go in the first half, 1-1. And a big drive here from the strike by the French players as they started the first few minutes. Again, a lot of pressure on the South African backs. Play placed to the far side of the pool, picked up by the South African backs. Looks like Max has got fresh legs again. Go Max, keep on going, get your player in position on into the side of the pool to Christian Swaneveldt, looking for his wing. A lot of pressure on Christian as he just can't get the puck to his players on the outside. A lot of pressure here on South Africa, picked up by the South African defenders. It's a flick and chase, unfortunately stopped by the refs. Call made, stick infringement against South Africa. As we have substitutions taking place, South Africa playing black against the French white team in game number 147 in Court B. Down they go. Get the camera right. Good flick there by the French players into the open goal area, picked up by South Africa. And let's see if they can bring it out. French pick it up again, starting to turn. South Africa's bodies are down. That's right through the South African defense line as just can't be kept out. Good play by the French. 2-1. Right, so earlier this morning we saw goal number 3 scored by Marshall Gardy. And earlier this morning, the first game of this day, Wednesday, New Zealand beating Spain 7-3. 8 minutes to go in this first half. South Africa swim hard and straight. Again, we don't have the speed of the French forwards, and South Africa need to get their speedsters out to stop this wave. The French like to take the strike. They like to swim hard when they get it into open play, and then they take it out to the wall. South Africa under pressure again on the far side of the pool. Right, goeiemôre Suid-Afrika. Ons is onder groot druk hier teen Frankryk. En die Franse spannetjie wat baie goed doen teen Suid-Afrika. Die Suid-Afrikaanse manne probeer al 10 is gesond en reg om te speel. Die Franse het 12 spelers, 2 wat kan uitsit. En ons kyk wat die roep is. Against, the call is made against the French team. And it looks like they've been sighted and warned. One player asked to go and sit on the side. And the infringement's been cited by the refs. And obviously the coach is never happy, but it happens. Nothing's intentional. Refs are ready. And off we go with South Africa. Trying to get the puck out. Let's see. Oh, that's a 50-50 flick. Putting the French attacker in a very good position there. 50 going to French there on that flick, and nothing to South Africa. A lot of pressure picked up by that Liam Elfrink, and off he goes. Let's see, just a small little pull back. He's got the speed. He must fight the inside players. Good follow up there by Daniel, and off we go. Come on, South Africa, keep swimming. Excellent play there by South Africa, drawing this match 2-all. Well done, South Africa, with the French having 5 players in the water, giving the opportunity to South Africa to open it up. And Ethan Martin, good follow-up by Ethan. Ethan Martin for South Africa scoring their second goal. Thank you for your assistance. And I have company in the commentating box. Timeout called by the French coach to get the white team together. The first game they played earlier in the tournament was 4-all. That was the opening match of the 5th World Age Group Tournament in Court B. That was on Friday morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's now Wednesday. On Friday morning they had their first game. They played 4-all. This white timeout also gives South Africa's coaches the opportunity to get into the pool and have a discussion with their boys. As you see the French player there at the bottom taking a sip out of the magic bottom. The ref also taking a breather as this game is played in open play. Not many infringements, so the refs have to keep on swimming up and down, up and down. I don't know what's more tiring, stop, go, or up and down. Right, so the refs are ready with 5 seconds to go, and still 3 seconds for Thibault to sit out on the side. So after the puck has been touched, he will be allowed into the playing area. South Africa will be then 6, and again the French come on to the South Africans with a good strike from the kick-off. South Africa absorbing the pressure. Seems like they prefer to take play like that. South Africa trying to break through the middle. Good body position by both teams as we have out swim to the outside side of the pool, and just a small little jinx drawing some players in. If he can get it out to the wing, picked up by the wing. Good communication between the South African players, and out Christian Swanevelder goes, picked up by, come on South Africa, keep on going, brilliant play, if you can just get it in. No support from the back. Boys, you must support. Brilliant defense by the French team as we had an open opportunity to score, and a penalty shot's been awarded. If you can just go to the top there. Sorry, sir. And the penalty shot's been awarded with 5 minutes to go. And South Africa called timeout because they need a breather, because it was hard swimming by the captain, and he needs to take the penalty. So a good call there by the captain and the vice captain, as they just need to settle their nerves, calm down, with 5 minutes to go. And the French players all in the substitution box with only one allowed in the pool. And Henry swimming out, Elrich motivating them, stay focused. So we had a breakaway, and good play there by Liam, getting the puck off with speed and then swimming around the outside player of the back outside player from the French, bringing the puck back, and the French defending, unfortunately causing infringement. And we will start in 6 seconds, and we'll get the camera at the bottom. Thank you, sir. Let's see if South Africa can finish it off better than the previous penalty shot they had. Down the French defence player goes, and a small little flick into the goal. No doubt, no gloving. Good play, South Africa. With 5 minutes to go, South Africa up 3-2. Scored by number 10. Right, so 3-2. Let's see what the strategy is with the kickoff, as we haven't won one kickoff in this whole match so far. Usually it's strategy by the team, as the French players are sucked up to come back. Being up the first time that they're not leading. And the buzzer goes, unfortunately for the French players, listening to the wrong buzzer. They're in court B, not in court A. Good play by both teams, picked up by Christian. Hard play by the South African team. Let's get our big boys in from the back there. Max Lawrence also playing a good game here, with the French opening it up again. Martinus van Reenen, our farmer boy there, with his prominent coloured glove, trying to get into open space. Watch out for the French in the middle in the open bath. Watch out turning there, boys. French doing very well again. With a hard swim, a lot of pressure on the South Africans. Picked up by the player coming from the back. And again, the French are hard on the attack, and they should finish this off. Yes, South Africa doing silly mistakes in the middle. It must be frustrating for the coaches. I hear them talking to the players, don't turn in the open bath, don't turn in your half. Keep swimming when you get the puck. 3-3. Well done, Marine Vidal, scoring that goal for the French, drawing it with 4 minutes to go in the first half. The South Africans giving that goal away far too easy. As we have start of play. Let's see if South Africa can stop the wave from the kickoff. Much slower start there from both teams, as we have the South African wing coming in from the back there. Good play, putting pressure on our defence. The South African players need to fall back. They need to get bodies down. They don't want to concede a goal now. 3 minutes to go. Come on, Daniel. Come on, boys. Picked up by the French back player. Good play by the French, taking it out wide. South Africa put a lot of pressure on it. And let's see, the call's been made. Infringement called against South Africa. A lot of pressure on the South African boys now. 3-3. Like I said, the first match was 4-4 between these two teams. Down the South African defenders go. The French will swim hard into the open play area. If South Africa can pick it up, take it out to the far side. Pick up by South Africa. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. And come on, boys, swim. You've got the opportunity. Keep going. Oh, dangerous flick into open play again. Putting pressure on the South African defenders. Good play by Christian Swanevelder. Keep on going, Christian. Keep on going. Oh, his legs need to go. Let's see if he can make it. And if he finishes off, it'll be brilliant finish from the breakaway. Brilliant play by Chris. No goal. How? Okay. The refs make the final call. No goal. Stick infringement against Chris. It's usually the defender that makes a infringement, and play gets stopped. Right, South Africa. Good play there by South Africa. Unfortunately, flicked over by over the stick of number 5, Josh McKenna. Can't keep the puck down. 1.5 minutes to go in the first half. And a puck lying there for the ref to pick it up. Picked up by ref Stephen Cards. And infringement against South Africa with 1 minute 36 seconds to go. Start of play again. Flicked out wide into the open area. Come on, South Africa, pick it up, stop the wave. You're in a very good position. Stay down, Daniel. Come on, boys. And off we go again. If we can pick up our outside wing there. Good play there by South Africa. A lot of defenders. Not allowing South Africa any space. Picked up by the French, putting pressure on the South African defenders. Who's in there for South Africa? It looks like Max Lawrence and Daniel. Daniel, be careful. Stay down, boys, with 1 minute to go. Do not concede a goal now. And a big drive coming from the French players, and picked up by the South African defender. And just a good turn. Watch out, don't flick it just away. Good pick up by Daniel. That's better, South Africa. Come on, Daniel, boy. Heavily strapped shoulder. He just can't find the wing on the inside. Good pick up by the South African players again. Was that obstruction? With open play. Picked up by South Africa. Come on, boys. Is it possible? How can we not finish it off, South Africa? Liam doing his utmost best. Even with that infringement, he still keeps on swimming. He was slowed down just fractionally, and that fraction was the millimeters they needed to finish it off. A lot of pressure on the French here. Good defense by the French, bringing it out. Good play by Daniel early on in the game, and that'll be the first half score. 3-all. French is slowing it down, and picked up by the French player, flicked into open space. Well, Joshua McKenna has been sighted. It seems like he's sitting out. Why is his number there? I didn't pick that up. No, it can't be. That's probably just when he scored that.
Just a glitch, I think.
His name just up. Has he been chucked out?
No.
Not. Okay, for the parents back home, that's just an overlay. Right, so we've got sponsors on the board. And thank you very much to all our sponsors. Like we said, the pool is very, very expensive. The Ponchford International Sports Centre costs £64,000. And every cent helps to make this tournament possible. The British Octopus Association coming to the party and say, we'll host. We're prepared to put this tournament together, and what a brilliant job they've done. This morning we were out early just going for a walk in this beautiful city, the green city of Sheffield. And I'll post some photos later today for you guys to see the beautiful buildings and clean streets, safe to walk, well-marked pathways, a lot of joggers around and cyclists on their way to work, people in the buses. Really a privilege to be here with South Africa. 1 minute 40 seconds to go for this halftime. South Africa had their opportunities, but I won't say not the right follow-up, and the guys are really trying their best. But anyway, 2 goals disallowed, and the score will stand 3-all halftime with 1 minute 20 seconds to go. Goeiemôre daar terug in Suid-Afrika. Ons het 'n paar goeie wedstryde wat julle vandag gaan dophou. Ons het die Suid-Afrikaanse seuns wat later gaan speel teen Spanje, wat net verloor het teen net nie, hulle was 2 elke halftyd. So ons het na hierdie wedstryd het ons Afrika onder 19 vrouens wat speel teen Nieu-Seeland. Dan het ons die vrouens wat speel teen Argentinië onder 24 vrouens. Dan het ons onder 19 mans wat speel teen Spanje. Dan het ons die onder 19 vrouens wat speel teen Colombia. Die onder 24 mans het 'n wedstryd teen Nederland. Hulle speel net 1 wedstryd vandag. En dan eindig ons met die vrouens vandag teen Nieu-Seeland onder 24 vrouens. So baie hockey vandag julle. Sterkte daar, kry julle popcorn reg. En biltong en droewors. Snaaks genoeg, ons is vandag al 2 keer gevra, het julle nie biltong en droewors aangebring van die Nieu-Seelanders af. Ons het probeer, maar ons kan dit nie reg kry nie. Right. 3 minute van die helfte is verby, van die breek is verby. 5 sekondes oor. Suid-Afrika, kom ons kyk of ons kan begin. Ons sal goed wees as ons kan begin soos ons geëindig het. Hard op die aanval, 3 elk. En daar gat ons, ek dink dit is Henk. Daar by Beerswem. Goeie spel deur Suid-Afrika. Laat nie toe dat die Suid-Afrikaners teruggedryf word nie. Suid-Afrika begin baie goed, 'n klein bietjie van 'n fumble wat net toelaat dat die Franse dit kan herstel en 'n goeie aanval hier kom Marnus. And a lot of pressure on South Africa's players here, as we see South Africa is number 10 once again, very prominent in each game. A lot of pressure on him as the puck does not get picked up by the French player. Does not get picked up by his forward. Infringement against French with 14 minutes to go. Substitution taking place. A lot of pressure on our top players, as lots expected of them. South Africa under 19 men making us proud, under 19 women making us proud. Every single team here coming to this tournament are here to make South Africa proud. Good flick there to the outside and picked up by the French defenders, opening up, flick and chase, and allowing South African defenders just to come down with bodies. underneath the South African substitution box. Come on, South Africa, get in between the players. Don't allow the French to get momentum. And bodies down, picked up by the South African halfback there. And still a drive there. Come on, boys. And stop, go play without any infringements. Africa opening up. Good play by Daniel, just waiting for the right opportunity. Just get it to the inside. Oh, good defense there by the French players. Africa just not getting their forward on the inside. An open play picked up by Daniel again. And first infringement, 2 minutes of good open play. Infringement called against the French. Africa hard on the attack. It looks like a French play, unfortunately. Just needing some attention there. Just a small little rub and a dub and a sip of the water bottle. So Africa on the attack. Let's see if they can capitalize on this good position they're in. And the French not allowing South Africa space. Martinez flicking it into open space, picked up by the French player. We need to keep on going, South Africa. Keep down. Come on, Daniel. You can do it. Good play by Daniel. Nobody down. As we only had one South Africa player down. Infringement called again. Illegal stopping of the puck. Propelling forward. South Africa getting a substitution in. South Africa in a very good position with 12 minutes left in the first half. Good play by South Africa. Defending well by the French again. And South Africa just need to be careful as they have 2 players on the open side. Good turn there. Good protection of the puck. Come on, South Africa. A lot of pressure on the French defense here. Out to the corner. Pushed by the French players. This is where South Africa want to play. This is where they want to stay. And South Africa need to stop this wave again. Good play by the South African defender. Picked up by the French wing. And out they go to the side there. Big French player there against the small little, looks like Matthew Bester. And the French player being allowed to turn. Infringement called. And again against the French. Quite a few infringements against the French now. Let's wait. There's no warning yet. And refs are ready. South Africa 6 players in the water. French 6 players in the water. Game number 147. South Africa again in a very good position. Good play by the South Africans. Unfortunately, picks up Christian Swanefelder, luckily for them, as the French wing was open there. And Martinez jabbing it forward again. Good play by South Africa. Martinez staying down. Excellent play. Let's see. Yes. Come on, South Africa. Keep swimming. Oh. Good defensive play by the French. Excellent play by the French. South Africa definitely have their opportunities. Frantic defense by the French players. Congratulations, boys. He's not allowing South Africa any space. And let's see what the call is. I won't make the call unless the refs put up, all 3 refs put up both their hands. Goal scored by South Africa. Well, without being biased, that was necessary. A lot of pressure on the French players. You can only defend so long. With 10 minutes left, Henk Venter scores this goal for South Africa. Well done, Henk. Baie trots op jou. Henk had a slight injury yesterday when one of the barriers cut open his right ankle and we had to strap it, but hy's 'n boerseentjie. Hy voel nie die pyn nie. Hy speel vir sy land, hy speel vir sy span. And the French take the strike. Good play by the French, swimming into the open area. Come on, Daniel, stay down, boys. With Ethan Martin at the back and Ethan de Villiers. We've got 2 Ethan players in this team defending hard, and good play by the French as they want to come back. And we've seen that before. The French, when they're in this position, they score. Not like the South African players taking long to score. And again, the French just capitalize and they finish it off with a goal. 4-4. Come on, South Africa, you need to defend better. You cannot give goals away. They work so hard to score. Number 6, 5. He's scoring, number 5. But he's calling that there is no number 6 in South Africa. Number 5 scoring that goal, Roman Rahul. Well done. So it's 1-1. It's 4-4. Max, is that Max Lawrence again? being asked to sit on the side. Come on, Max. And South Africa, off they go. He needs to sit on the side for 1 minute. South Africa playing 5 against 6. Again, the French are on open play in the middle of the pool. They love that position as they draw South African defenders in. Martinez, play onder. Watch out. Come on, boys. And Christian, a lot of pressure on him once again. Just a small little curl, hard kick, and slide out to the outside. Come on, boys. Keep on playing. Get your players away. There's somebody waiting. And off they go. Come on, South Africa, with 20 seconds to go for Max to sit on the outside. Again, good play there by the French defenders, not allowing Chris to get out of that curl. Again, South Africa need to defend hard, as you see 3-4 players at the bottom. And a good pick up by the French defender. Again, come on, South Africa. Don't allow momentum. Just flicked away there, unfortunately, by South Africa. The big flicks don't always work. Good play by South Africa. Good pick up by number 2, Matthew Bester. Stoppage and play. Infringement called against South Africa. 4-all with 7 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Black timeout called. I think the half-time score was 3-all. Then South Africa scored, making it 4-3 after 5 minutes of hard attack. French immediately come back and make it 4-all. And South African players listening to some very good advice. As we have 20 seconds to go, Ulrich will also say some encouraging words. Focus, boys, stay calm. You haven't come this far just to come this far. You've come this far to win this game. This is a very important game for South Africa. Well, actually for both teams. And South Africa 5 against the 6 French players. And advantage puck being called for France with 1 second to go. Start off play. Down they go. South Africa, come on, boys. Good flick there into open space by the French players, defenders. Max coming into play. Stay down, Max. You've rested enough now. Get involved. As we see stoppage and play. Unfortunately, stoppage and play for the French team. Advantage puck gets called against France with 7 minutes to go. Right, so full pack of cards now, 6 against 6. With 4 substitution players in the box. Coaches talking hard. French haven't had one person thrown out, one player thrown out in the second half. Picked up by South Africa. Played back to the French. And the French coming hard with speed from the back there. We need to stop it. Come on, South Africa. Come on, Martinez. It's easy to sight Martinez because of his prominent coloured glove. I'm sitting in the front of the edge of my chair. The French players are down. Infringement called. Stoppage and play again against France. A lot of infringements by France, as we see South Africa going down once again. In their half, they want to come out. They want to play in open space. Good pick up there. Unfortunately, number 4 from South Africa couldn't pick it up. Number 4 being Ethan Martin. Still down. And a good play by South Africa as Liam picks it up. Let's see if he can get his speedsters on the side there. And just taken off. Good play by South Africa. If they can keep going, if they can get bodies down, yes. They're following up well here. Good play, yes. Don't flick it away. South Africa, come on, boys. You can do much better than this. Good stoppage and play here by Ethan de Villiers, not allowing the guys any space. Picked up by the captain. And just pulling 2 players in and opening it up to Christian. Good stop there by the French defender. As we had a winger open play there. Infringement call. Let's see against France again. Well, unfortunately for South Africa, that Christian flicked the puck into the French player, and it was illegal stopping by the French player. He couldn't pick up his wing if that could have gone the other way. So South Africa opened up again into middle of the bath. Come on, South Africa, get into the back there. Good play there by number 11 again and number 5. Swim hard, swim straight. South Africa's got support with Max coming in. Come on, Max, get closer. Right, so South Africa, very prominent player from the whole team. And infringement called again against the French. Very interesting. Same infringement. And South Africa 4-all. This is where they want to be. White timeout called. South Africa need to keep their composure for the last 4.5 minutes. It's amazing. If you drink a beer, 4 minutes is nothing. If you play underwater hockey, 4 minutes is a long time. Right, as I said this morning, nice and fresh morning after last night's rain we had. And lovely to go walking in the mornings here in Sheffield. The guys had dinner last night at Cosmo. Tonight we'll have dinner here at the Ibis Hotel. So a good overall composed team put together by the South African coaches. Had good team talk, had a good warm-up. Both teams desperate of a win here with 10 seconds to go in the timeout. South Africa 6 players in the water, French 6 players in the water, South Africa playing black, France playing white. 4 seconds to go with the South African flag prominent there behind the French team. Off we go. Let's see if we can get going. Good slide back, good pick up. These French players have just got excellent body position at the bottom of the pool. Come on, South Africa, number 11. Good pick up by number 11 there, Ethan de Villiers once again, our star player of the tournament. You don't always see the backs as they've got to defend and they don't score goals as often as the forwards do. Good play by South Africa, opening it up once again. Infringement cited. Looks like it's called against the African player. Oh, that's the first infringement South Africa has made probably in the last 5 minutes with 3 minutes 50 seconds to go. The team that will score here should win this match. We'd love to score. We'd love to go up against the French team as we have a big competition this afternoon. Big match against Spain, who was 2-all against New Zealand and eventually lost 7-3. And you can see the French players. This is a very dangerous position for South Africa to be in. Get it out, get it out. Come on, South Africa. Good pick up there. Good turn. And stay down, guys. You've got to stay down. Christian Swanefelder trying to open it up. It's boxed in very quickly. Picked up by South Africa. Good pick up by number 3 player there. Henk Venter once again, one of the goal scorers in this match. Staying down well. Picked up by South Africa. If they can keep going. Come on, South Africa. Keep going. Keep going. Yes. Good finish by South Africa with 3 minutes to go. Let's wait for the refs to confirm it. What's going on? Penalty, goal. Guys, it's very, very difficult for me sitting in this commentating box and not getting too involved in this game. You've got to be totally equal commentating for both teams. Well, South Africa, this was a penalty goal awarded, so just make a note here on my score sheet so we know why it's 5-4. South Africa 1 penalty goal. Right, so coming into the commentating box, you have a score sheet in front of you. You have good support staff panning the cameras, giving you the best view that they can. And South Africa don't want the French to come back as they've done previously. South Africa work hard to score a goal, and the French just come back and finish it off with 2 minutes to go. Stoppage and play. Stopwatch won't stop as it's the last 2 minutes. South Africa cited for infringement, so they need to come back. And South Africa are playing 6 against 5 with Francois Leneveux been asked to sit on the side for 6 minutes. The whole rest of the game, it seems like it. So that was a serious infringement. Don't take the French sitting down as they will come hard at South Africa. South Africa need to swim it out. Don't give a goal away easy as you've done the previous time. Christian swimming hard around the wing. If he can keep going, if this chap gets speed, very difficult to stop him. Unfortunately, no support in the substitution box. An infringement call against, looks like against the French team with 1 minute 30 seconds to go. South Africa 6, the French 5. Players in the water, a desperate attempt to save. So France are now 2 players out. And South Africa with 1.5 minutes to go, bring it out to the wide. Come on, South Africa. Just keep on playing. Don't slow the game down. You got good opportunity here to go and score, with French only being 4 players in the water. Yes, come on, South Africa, keep swimming. Good flick onto the outside. He should finish it off. He does. Don't fumble. Thank you very much. Is that 6-4 for South Africa? Wait for the confirmation. Confirmation. Goal scored. It looks like, was it number 4, Ethan Martin. Thank you, Ethan. 2 goals in this match for Ethan, 2 for Liam, and 1 for Henk, and 1 penalty. 6-4, 50 seconds to go. South Africa should win this game. Start of play to start, 47 seconds to go. And you see the high fives there by the coach. He knows he's got this one in the bag. Good play there by the South African team with 36 seconds to go. If they score a goal now, the French, the stopwatch will keep running, so South Africa will win this game. Putting a lot of pressure on my commentating voice here and emotions. Well done, South Africa. Well done, France. And South Africa coming back, conceding a goal in the first 20-30 seconds. They were 1-0 down. And 20 seconds to go. The French will probably end this on a high and score a goal. And 10 seconds to go. Stopwatch will run. That'll be the final score, as the stopwatch doesn't stop when a goal is scored. That's it, ladies and gentlemen, from Sheffield. Very proud moment for South Africa. Good start for the rest of the teams. 2 seconds to go. Game, set and match. We will have French champagne. Thank you for listening. Well done, South Africa. Thank you, Albie. Enjoy that moment with the boys.
They did well.
They did. Coming back. Thank you, sir.
And capitalising on the 6 versus 4.
Yeah, definitely. They made it happen. Good, man, good.